Top 10 most developed countries in Africa. Africa has become more industrialized in recent decades, which accounts for most African countries' development and economic growth. Though the continent is thriving, not all countries are developing at the same rate. Here are Africa's top 10 most developed countries. Welcome to Think Rich Media, the community which brings to you entrepreneurial, business, and personal development content to inform, motivate, and inspire you. If you aren't subscribed to our community, you're missing out. Number 10. Tanzania. Known as the home to some of the continent's most famous national parks and of course Mount Kilimanjaro, Tanzania has a lower middle mixed income economy. The country's economy is largely based on agriculture and employing half of the workforce. Industries are a growing component of the economy, including mining, manufacturing, construction, electricity, natural gas, and water supply, just to name a few. Number 9. Ghana. The West African country has an economy that is both diverse and rich in resources. Ghana's abundant natural resources are helping to feed an economic boom. The country was the first in sub-Saharan Africa to break free from the colonial rule, as well as the first to achieve the target of halving extreme poverty. The nation has attracted foreign investment due to its economic growth and overall positive business environment. Number 8. Ethiopia. Found in the Horn of Africa, the landlocked country of Ethiopia is famous for being the birthplace where the coffee bean was originated. The nation is the highest coffee and honey producer in Africa, making up a large portion of the country's foreign exchange. Agriculture is the nation's most promising resource, but let that not fool you, because Ethiopia's economic growth has averaged 9.9% and has begun to attract foreign investment. The country's poverty level fell to 31% by 2015, and it intends to be a middle-income economy by 2025. Number 7. Angola. Angola is a country with one of the biggest reserves of raw materials in all of Africa. Angola's economy is built on oil, with large reserves of natural gas and oil. And also, the production and export of crude oil contributes significantly to foreign exchange. Most of the nation's revenue in the export sector comes from the sale of crude oil. Agriculture is, however, an important sector for the economy going forward. Number 6. Kenya. Kenya, well known for its vast landscapes and wildlife, is a nation with stable living conditions and established coffee and tea sector. Its rapidly growing agricultural sector is the wealthiest in Southeast and Central Africa put together. Kenya's economy is not built around the oil sector like so many other countries in Africa, but still it experiences diverse positive growth. It is one of the fastest growing economies in sub-Saharan Africa as a result of positive investor confidence, a stable political climate and service sector, a good macroeconomic environment, and a clear business agenda. Number 5. Morocco. Morocco, a country found in the north of Africa, has a versatile and stable economy, experiencing growth in a number of industries over the last decade. It is the second richest non-oil producing African country. The country's economy is driven by mining and manufacturing. Morocco relies heavily on its agriculture and is the third largest producer of phosphorus in the world. The country has benefited greatly from its diversified exports, not limited to electrical equipment, vehicles, and vehicle parts. Number 4. Algeria. The largest country on the African continent, Algeria, can boast of a significant economy and available infrastructure. The country achieved a 20% reduction in poverty in the last 2 decades. The country has abundant crude oil reserves and recent discovery of more crude oil reserves, which have boosted this rapidly growing industrial country to high heights. Algeria is also one of the largest suppliers of ammonia in Africa. Number 3. Egypt. Would this list be complete without Egypt? This ancient country lost the crown of the richest African country when the economy suffered severely and foreign exchange reserves tumbled following the 2011 revolution during the Arab upswing. However, the economy has improved and stabilized over the last decade. The country has seen a reduction in unemployment levels, an improvement in foreign exchange reserves, higher export of goods and services, and a bolstered tourism sector, all contributing to its development. Egypt has diversified its economy in recent years, away from just raw material exports, and over half of the GDP, which now comes from the service-based employment. Number 2. South Africa. South Africa has a highly developed economy, advanced infrastructure, and is considered one of the fastest developing countries in Africa and in the world. Also called the Rainbow City, South Africa is one of the countries in Africa with multiple sources of revenue, which include mining, manufacturing, financial services, and tourism. It has abundant natural resources and raw materials, and exports like gold, diamonds, platinum, coal, and iron ore. It is one of the world's largest exporters of these commodities, particularly gold and platinum. The country is known worldwide as a major touristic destination. Number 1. Nigeria. Nigeria, with a population of over 200 million citizens, makes up an essential part of the African economy. Nigeria holds the top spot and position of the richest country in Africa. The country's economy is mainly driven by finance, transport, infrastructure, tourism, and an abundance of crude oil. Nigeria has an abundance of raw materials and natural resources contributing to its wealth. These resources include coal, limestone, zinc, lead, tin, natural gas, niobium, and iron ore. Nigeria has sufficient fertile land for agriculture, producing cocoa and rubber. Nigeria is the largest consumer retailer in Africa due to its large population. These countries were elected based on their GDPs, which is what helps to distinguish developing countries from developed ones. If you feel any country was left out, let us know in the comment section. Thanks for watching and feel free to leave a comment. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did enjoy, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe and turn on post notifications. Help our channel grow.